Today I want to talk to you about what I wish I knew when I first started producing and releasing music. So I've been releasing music for about 4 years now, and while there's certain areas that I've seen some small success, there's definitely a lot of places where I made major mistakes, and I'm hoping that maybe by talking about them, it'll help you from making some of these mistakes yourself. So number one, things tend to take a long time. Generally quite a bit longer than you think, or at least a lot longer than you'd like it to in the music industry. When first starting out, I remember hearing an artist say that the song they just released, they started working on 2 years ago. And I couldn't understand it. I just didn't understand, why didn't you release the song 2 years ago? But the farther and farther you get in this music journey, the more and more moving pieces there are. And sometimes it can take months, if not years, for all of these pieces to finally come together for a final release. So let's imagine you're making a new song. It has a feature on it, and it's produced by another artist. Now, both these artists are signed to their own label. It could take months and months just to get the beat, the verses, and all the recordings done for that song. Now you're gonna have to wait to get it cleared by both of their labels, and that's still just the beginning. Now you're gonna have to find a director for your music video, but now there's 4 people involved, the 3 artists and the music video director. So you obviously need to find a date that works for all of you to work for the shoot. Let's be honest, we're all busy. Sometimes it can take a while to find a day that works for everyone. And then of course you still gotta shoot, edit the music video, get a cover art for the song, talk to the marketing team, get a Facebook ad campaign going, and now you have 10 people involved in the process, all with their own busy schedules, their own priorities, and let's be honest, sometimes you'll be stuck waiting on people for a while. I guess what I'm trying to say is, just be patient and expect that things are probably going to take a bit longer than you'd like it to, and factor that into your plan. I wouldn't sit around for months and months waiting for someone else, and instead try to figure out things that you can do in the meantime. Maybe another solo song, maybe a merch line, plan a show, I don't know, just don't let yourself be paralyzed waiting on somebody else. The next thing I wish I learned when I started making music is to hold people close. I've met a lot of really cool people in this music game, but I've also lost a lot of people in this music game. If you have a group of friends or other musicians that support what you're doing and you guys vibe with each other, make sure that you hold them close, because that's something really special that you have. And looking back, I wish I made more of an effort to keep the people I met through music closer, because let's be honest, we're all out here living in the fast lane with our own big goals and ambition, and unfortunately it's really easy to grow apart from people. Number 3, making health a priority is one of the most productive things that you can do. When first starting out, I was so focused on the grind that I often neglected my personal health, both physical and mental. Basically, I'd just be so focused on sitting on the computer all day getting work done that I'd forget to eat, forget to drink, forget to exercise, forget to socialize. And lately, now that I'm getting a bit older, I've honestly been getting sick quite a bit. And looking back over the years, I can't tell you how many days or even weeks I've spent in bed with headaches, migraines, nausea, mostly due to stress and overworking myself. I know it might not seem cool or productive or whatever, but I promise you it is. I used to roll my eyes when people would tell me this too, but I promise if you drink proper water and eat proper, get proper sleep, you'll have a lot more energy and be able to get a lot more done throughout the week, as opposed to being sick in bed and not even being able to look at your phone screen. Take care of yourself. The 4th thing I wish I learned if I started as a musician today is that numbers do not equal fans. You could have all the social media followers, likes, and views in the world. It doesn't mean that anyone actually gives a shit. I know that might be tough to hear, and it honestly still messes with me a bit to think of that, but most of the people that follow you probably don't really give a shit. But there are people out there that do, and those are the people that you really need to focus on. And you need to remember that these are not names behind a screen, these are real people. You need to treat them as such, and treat that relationship with care, because one dedicated and real fan will do way more for you than 1,000 social media followers. So don't focus on numbers, focus on people. Real people that actually care. The 5th and final tip I have is to take your own route. Seriously, every time I thought something that I was doing was lame or cringe, or someone told me not to do it anymore, a year or 2 later I would see someone succeeding in that area. All of my old songs, people would tell me, oh, the mix sucks, your recording sucks, but those are still all my most popular songs, and to be honest, even probably still the most emotional. Every time I got a hate comment, the person had no idea of the full story. A really common one is when people comment, "Get a job, you loser! Move out of your parents' basement!" without realizing that I've had a full-time job living on my own since 17. I guess my overarching point here, as cliche as it sounds, you really need to do what's best for you and what you like and what you think is cool and what you think sounds good. Your art has to be a deep, meaningful reflection of you. and what's inside of you. That's impossible if you're always listening to everyone else's opinion. I hope that you take action on some of these points that I've said, because it could save you hours or potentially even years in your music career or life. And I know I don't got all the answers. I'm just some random dude on the internet out here trying to do my best too. But I figured the least I can do is try to share the things I've learned to help people, because I honestly want to give back, want to help, and I guess this is just my way of doing that. So make sure you leave a comment below if there's any other videos that you want me to talk about, and definitely consider checking out the new SoundKit that I released. It's called Nether. It's free and it's got a bunch of sounds that are great for like emo rap, hyper pop, trap, basically any kind of like darker music. And like and subscribe if you liked the video. I honestly wish you the best in your music journey. Peace.